But you can almost feel the pain in that question, can't you? I mean, because this is a question, this is a hard one to swallow when we think we have more to give than room that's created for us to give. And I think, let me just sit with this for 1 minute before I say that. It seems to me that the only way through this that will be elevating, because if somebody's been on the path for 7 decades, they're old. Oh, several. Oh, okay, that makes it a little better. Still, several decades, still, it's a lot. As we move forward and live this life, anybody who's been on the path for that long, anybody who's even stepping onto the path, truth be told, wants to imagine, wants to be making spiritual progress constantly. That's what we want. This is what I faced in the last couple of days when I realized how far off I was. It's like, oh my God, I'm almost 78. I don't have enough time to be falling this far. You know, when I realized what was happening. It's like, I couldn't deny it. I didn't have time to protect myself, to feel sorry for myself. It was like, get back right in the center of this path. And many situations in our life are like that. And the word that comes to me when I hear this being described is humility. Because if we're pushing too hard to have something that we want, there's only one place that comes from. There's only one place. If God himself wants us to do that, there will be a way for us to do that. Or we'll be told, like, go somewhere else. Something will come with great clarity. But mostly those feelings of, I have so much more to do. I have so much more I can give. Why is nobody listening to me? Why is nobody seeing me? Probably because there's too much ego in it. You know, Asha tells this story out loud. Somebody who's been here a while tell me, doesn't she tell this story of Daya's first few years here? I think she does.
Daya from Delhi.
Delhi.
Yes.
She does. So the woman who's helped found our Delhi center, who's deeply on this path, Nayaswami Daya, she's a deep, deep, deep devotee. Beautiful woman, used to dress stunningly. When she first came to Ananda, she was a strong person in the business world. Successful, strong, used to making things work, used to being the boss. I mean, I could say that about myself. I could say that about several people in this room that I'm looking at. Many of us came from that place. But she has a particular, like this kind of energy about her. She came here with that, and for the first year, no matter what she tried to do, it didn't work. People were almost completely ignoring her. She would speak, it was like nobody was hearing her. She would offer a solution to a problem that everybody was having. Felt to her like the perfect solution, probably was. Nobody would hear it. She felt invisible. But instead of leaving, and I feel this quality in her, and I love this quality, she is a humble soul in a lot of ways. Instead of leaving, she said to either Asha or herself one day, I'm just going to love God. I'm going to quit trying to make everything better, to bring what I know. And I know what she knew was right. But she said, I'm just going to stop it, love God. Almost from that day on, people were seeking her advice. They were noticing her. Everything turned on a dime. When we behave from the, I'm going to say this word, from the right place. And the right place means right attitude. The right place means karma yoga. The right place means, sorry, I'm losing a couple of the words, but it doesn't matter. Doing things for God, for the good of everyone, not to know an answer, not to have a new way, not all that stuff, because as soon as the ego is there, people who are on a spiritual path sense it. It's not conscious, like we don't want her, but they're not drawn to the egoic part of it. And, I feel a lot of these questions, I feel such humility because right now in my life, I've had this feeling that I'm probably about to, I hope and pray, move into some new, hopefully expansive space, because many of these issues are coming up for me, where I want to say to people, but I know the answer. I know the answer. Nobody's listening. Nobody's listening. I've been here a long time. People have listened for a long time, but when I'm doing this, nobody's listening. So I'm saying to myself, honestly, just recently, let it go. Let it go. See what's trying to happen. You don't need these things to happen. You actually don't need them to happen. Let it go. God's in charge. Really, God's in charge. And as soon as I can do that, I pretty much can predict what will happen because I've seen it probably thousands of times in everybody else. The ego is not going to take us where we want to go, ever, other than that first thought, that first way that the ego says, I want more than this. I don't want this anymore. That's where we need the ego, to say, there's something bigger, there's something more grand, there's something greater. But it's not in making a certain meeting go the way I want it to go. It's not in making sure, I don't know what, we're building a shrine, I don't really have an opinion about it, but it's not in what color are we going to paint the temple. I feel like, you know what, I don't even want to have a vote. Those are not the things that take us where we want to go. What takes us where we want to go is serving God. In ourselves, in each other. It's nishkam karma. It's really what it is. So, yeah, we cannot barge ahead in a true spiritual community with our ego coming in like this. Nope, never works. All of our Guru Bhais will tell us. They won't say the words, but they'll, no. Whoops.